Who knows? Yeah. Yes, please. There's tea bags right down there. It's in the tea bag.
David, thanks as always. Their goal early on is a simple one, keeping those opposing shooters from getting hot.
Yeah, and so defensively, they can't get tied into any one strategy. It might take a few different approaches here before they find one that works.
One approach, GA, might be clogging up the passing lanes and make it really difficult to move the ball around the perimeter, get away from the shifting, and keep the open three-point looks to a minimum. Coaching staff high-fiving themselves there, watching that team move the ball around, doing whatever is best for the team.
And the Pistons with possession here. Lambeer is screen. Thomas kicks to Rodman. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession.
Just active defensively here, being extremely disruptive.
Like the aggressiveness and a great effort just to get a hand on it.
Kings check in for the Bulls. There's about 40 left to play here in the first. Thomas, that's good.
He is getting it done on the offensive end. 5 buckets through 7 shots.
They get it again. Grant, a strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Thomas dishes to Lambeer. King with the steal. Pull-up jumper. And it's Chicago scoring again.
And already you're seeing great execution from both teams.
Lots of points early, and the game plans on both sides, at least offensively, working to perfection.
Rodman, the second chance bucket after some strong work on the rebound.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Those second chance points can add up.
Now, this is a quarter that he would love to forget as soon as possible, not getting anything to go.
Thomas passes to Lambeer. Quick back. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Armstrong kicks to Pippen. And it's off from three-point range. Barbosa against Johnson. This is his first free throw of the game. That's good from Johnson. So Johnson hits 2 of them. And here's Pippen with 4 seconds on the clock and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Dennis Rodman picks one up. Chicago shooting their first foul shots of the night here. The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Pippen. Thomas. Not going to go that time. Tie game and some big points being put up on the board. Clark as we wrap up the first. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Quarter up and going. And before we move on, what do you guys think? And the Bulls with possession. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So the Bulls 5 right now. They've got Barbosa. Williams is out there with King. Then there's Pippen and it's Paxson in at the 1 spot. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
And you could try to key in on him, but that's tough. They run plays that routinely give him makeable looks.
For Detroit, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Outside Pippen. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
And I ask you, what can you do? This guy is a phenomenal decision maker.
Another foul will give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Jordan, he's checked in for Leandro Barbosa. There's the screen. Thomas passes to Mahorn. He got right to the cup using that screen. Mahorn's got the whole tied up now for the Pistons. Here's Jordan. It's good. Jordan's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And how's that? Court move, the killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
Here's Thomas. It's all in by the Bulls.
I still love the shot selection. The defense wasn't really a factor. need to be more aggressive guarding the mid-range.
Here's Sally, and then Sally with the dunk.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
Yeah, he picked up the ball clean. He has a sneaky court awareness that you have to be careful around. That time results in the steal.
Pass to Roy. Over Jordan. And the shot is long. King the pass to Jordan. And slammed in by Jordan.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatic.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Pass to Roy. Wide open shot is on the money. Ryer's got his second bucket. Here's Jordan, and it's Jordan with the jam.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Sally with a screen on Jackson. A floater, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. The Pistons shoot their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. Free throw good, Thomas. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
Jackson kicks to Jordan. Whistle on the play, bucket's good, he'll go to the line.
And right now they're winning because of him. Love the shots that he's taking, and he's got the green light.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
One shot, gentlemen.
Pistons trail by 3. Outside Thomas. Over Williams. Nice teamwork to set up the big play and make the space for the J.
Great awareness, no reason to take it inside there against the taller man.
Yeah, most analytics will tell you that the mid-range jumper is not an efficient shot, but you see how effective with guys like that it can be.
Bulls shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. There's a screen. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. Here's Johnson. Outside Thomas. Shot clock at 5. Williams with the block. But they get it back. Chicago leading by 4. And the pass to Paxson. Back to Jordan. Launches a 3. And John Paxson good for 3. Paxson's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. Pass to Sally. There's a good screen. Johnson left side. Knocked loose and stolen by Jordan. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Detroit gets called for the foul.
2 shots, gentlemen.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
Michael Jordan taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Chicago making some changes. Bill Cartwright, he's checked in for King. Grant comes in for Williams. And B.J. Armstrong has subbed in for John Paxson. Detroit also making some changes. Edwards stays in for Mahorn. And it's Rodman in for Johnson. And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here.
And I like this timeout. You're getting terrible rim protection right now.
Well, you got to ask your team to give you a little bit more effort because there's just not a lot of fire on the defensive end.
And it's Armstrong missing.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
Yeah, just too anxious to try and make something happen out there. This is about the team, not about you.
Then for three. And the rebound goes to Edwards. Here's a Wire. Gets some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Wire's got 8 points.
Beautiful execution from him, building off a great first quarter, looking unstoppable here.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Thomas against Armstrong. Thomas kicks to Edwards. And here's the fast break. Leading the way.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Thomas kicks to Edwards. Plays it up and banks it in.
And that's about as easy as it gets. Not many guys are going to blow wide open layups at the professional level like that.
Pulls it from the elbow. And it's Armstrong missing. Stolen away.
And 2 for 1, that's what they'd like to get right now.
Working the clock is one element, but you also want to get as good a shot as you can.
And the Pistons making a change here. Lampier's checked in. We've got 33 seconds left in the first half of basketball. To the wing right side. Goes up the baseline. Count that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut to just 9 points on the basket from Thomas.
Now, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
He set the pick. Cartwright, the pass to Pippen. And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick. Pippen's got 13.
Yeah, since the first quarter, we've seen him ease off on that long-range affair. And frankly, that's probably a good idea.
Here's Thomas. No good there with this step-back jig. And so it's Chicago, holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim.
Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. Time for the NBA halftime. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. Nothing seemed to give way on either side of the scoring column as they wrapped up the period all knotted up. They're in a terrific position now thanks to their flawless execution in the second quarter. Some excellent work offensively now has them up 11 at the break. And Shaq, what did you see out there from the Bulls?
The speed they're playing with has been fantastic. They're pushing the ball in transition and catching the defense. That's snapping, Ernie. Anyway, a huge chunk of their offense has come on the break. They've got a nice lead, but they shouldn't slow anything down. I say keep doing what you do.
Over to Kenny.
Back to begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but you know, anything can happen. The Bulls leading by 11. On the floor for Detroit. McGuire is out there with Dennis Rodman. Then it's Lambeau. Then it's Thomas. And it's Johnson in at the 2-line spot. Outside for Jordan. The Bulls keep it alive. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. You and over and back. Thomas with the ball. Rodman with a screen on Armstrong. Here's Thomas. And Fred sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. And the Pistons with possession here. They trail by 11.
Rodman.
Just 5 on the clock. Thomas. The offensive rebound.
And they just cannot seem to get it going so far in this half, missing their first 3 shots.
Jordan dishes to Pippen. Back to Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
Yeah.
Here's Grant on the dunk by Grant.
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, he
Yes, I am.
does not waste one of
Yes,
them.
Well, you love
I
the
totally
NBA,
forgot to
but
mark
some of
today
these
was
guys have
Thursday.
the
I was thinking it was
DNA.
Wednesday.
He also outworks everybody. Filthy company.
Just a little over 90 seconds going in the third quarter. Johnson gives to Thomas. Back to Johnson. Knocked away. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. Oh, and a jam by Jordan.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
They're 1 of 5 to begin this half, guys, and they have to address this problem quickly or this will get out of hand.
Ooh.
The shot's good.
Right now, he is locked in. He's getting great shots, and he's burning the D in a variety of ways.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4. Here's Johnson. Over to the left wing. It's blocked by Jordan. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan cuts it back. Kings checked in for the Bulls. Williams comes in for Grant. Mahorn checked in for the Pistons. Williams comes in for Johnson. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Clock at 4. Here's Williams. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Chicago leading by 18. Here's Jordan. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen. Pippen's got 4 assists in the game. Lambeer screen. They get a hand on it. Now here's Thomas. 19 points in the game, and the basket is good.
And the D just a step slow reacting to the step back.
Here's Armstrong. Bill Lambeer with the rebound. Lambeer's got 4 rebounds in this game. Williams passes to Thomas. Double team on Thomas. Nobody near Williams. Another miss by Williams. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Outside Thomas. Dishes to Lambeer. Rodman kicks to Lambeer. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
Ooh, tough layup with the guy right on him. He can be a hard player to handle it.
And it's Pippen missing.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
Here's Williams. It's all in by the Bulls. Jordan with guarded now by Dennis Rodman. And they double up Jordan. Jordan against Thomas. Kicks to Williams. Lambeer a screen. Lambeer with a screen on Armstrong. Here's Rodman. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Pippen. Williams kicks to Armstrong. The second chance effort. Pippen with the bucket. Pippen's got 15.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
And he's just attacking the rim with force here. They need to try and deny him the ball in the paint to keep him away from the basket.
The Bulls making a switch here. Purdue's checked in, and the Pistons making a change here as well. Dawkins checked in for Bill Lambeer. Thomas a screen. We've got 1:48 left to play in the third. Mahorn no good. Here's Chicago. They're on a 16-6 run. They get it back, and that one, good. And that's now 33 points for Jordan.
Just don't touch him right now, okay? You're going to burn yourself. The guy is on fire.
It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. On defense, Chicago. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points.
Defensively, though, much improved here in the second half. They've limited the open looks, making it work for everything.
So good at picking his spots. He always knows exactly what the team needs from him offensively. That's why they hold the lead.
Here's Thomas. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Armstrong. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Jordan's got his third assist on the night. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And slammed out by Jordan.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
Yeah, seems like they've been at it on both ends tonight. Tremendous all-around play for them. Has them up quite a bit here.
Williams kicks to Rodman. Shot clock at 6. And Thomas, here we go. And Dawkins slams it in.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the put.
GA strong work all around. And the rebound and the stuff both. Wow.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Poked away. And it's on a bounce to the Pistons as Detroit retains possession. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas, and so it's Chicago, having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We've got more in store for you right after this. We welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Now Smith. We've got McCray. Barbosa is out there with John Paxson. Then there's Grant. And it's Cartwright in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Passes it to a boy. There's the dish to Brown. Brown. And here we go with Barbosa. Heading to the hoop. That one goes in.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Pass to a boy. Brown outside. Pistons passing it around. Chipped away. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now the pass to McCray. Here's Barbosa. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Brown. If you ever did decide to go into coaching, Brent, would you also like to be the general manager to ensure you have the players you really want to coach?
Well, I'd also like a new car and a Learjet, Kevin. If I could get those two, I'll try my best. But
I hear you, I know.
I really think that relegating that role to somebody else that you can be on the same page with is the best way to go. It's a fresh set of eyes.
That's the key, I totally agree.
Fresh set of eyes, and they have the time to devote to what your team and your roster is going to need while you make sure you're developing the roster yourself. So I think having a general manager do his job and a coach do his job might be the way that I would prefer to do things, although we've seen other guys have success in both roles.
McGuire passes to Smith. Edwards with the screen. Dawkins kicks to Brown. Back loose. Stolen by Grant. No good that time. Now the Pistons take it the other way. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Smith against Paxson. Cartwright the pass to Barbosa. And the Bulls with another miss. Here's Aguirre. They get it back. Dawkins. And 2 shots. shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the call. Chicago the foul. And that one is it. When we look at some of the classic rivalries between teams, they don't look as emotionally charged nowadays, at least just by the first appearance. Is there a way to get that back the way it was?
I don't think so, Kevin, just because everything is too accessible for us. It used to be that the distance between those cities seemed to be the exact mileage that the cities were that far apart. Now you can pick up your phone and you feel like if you're in San Francisco, you might as well be in LA.
Sure.
And so it's really hard to get that dynamic to happen. It's got to happen more organically, which is what we've seen between Golden State and Cleveland appearing in the finals the past couple years. That's really helped the league to see those two teams do battle for the league's greatest prize.
Jordan against Brown, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting two. And there's the foul against Detroit. He's real good, Jordan Williams. He's checked in for Smith. And so Jordan nails both of them. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Pass to Aguirre. Purdue against Dawkins. Jordan high post. He feeds it to Pippen. Jordan inside. He's covered by Brown. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Well, he's got a baton in the right hand as he's orchestrating what's going on. A maestro, if you will.
Dawkins a screen on Jordan. And stolen by Jordan. Here's Armstrong. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up.
Two shots
coming up. Hey, Brent, in other sports, later draft picks often become all-star level players. That seems to be much more rare in the NBA.
I'm not sure, Kevin, and there are a lot of great finds for NBA teams in the second round and even late into the second round as guys who make solid contributions, not only to their team right away because they might be more mature players that are passed over because the young guys show potential. I think the scouts do a great job of finding that rare talent. Maybe they're selected a little bit more early than they would be in previous drafts. There's much more information out there for GMs to get at.
The first one falls. Chicago making some changes. Barbosa comes in for Scottie Pippen, and it's Paxson in for B.J. Armstrong. And it's the Bulls with the ball. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. They get it again. Outside by the 7-footer Purdue.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss. Scooped up. Dawkins, good.
This is where you got to put a body on the guy. His will is incredible down on the interior, fighting and clawing for every rebound.
Williams with the ball. He's picked up by Jordan. Now the feed to Johnson. McCrae's checked in for the Bulls. Edwards with the screen. Off the screen. That's good from Johnson on the assist by Williams.
He used that screen to perfection and got a wide open look to knock down the jumper.
Barbosa. It's all in by Edwards. Edwards got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Williams against Paxson. Here's Edwards, and it's in there. Edwards got 6 points in the quarter.
I really like the awareness, noticing that he's got the mismatch, and then he just used his size as his advantage on the layup.
How'd they get it back?
Yeah, maybe a little luck, maybe a little bit of heart. Both of those at play here. He's getting every offensive rebound.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
Well, collectively, they've done it tonight here. A passionate performance from the squad.
And Detroit again.
This is not the team we've been watching for most of the night.
It's a shame because this is the team we expected to see fighting on every possession. I think it's just too late.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Michael Jordan.
Hey guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Here's Paxson, drills it from outside.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
Well, you want to close the door on any type of comeback effort. This has been a fault. Ka-ching.
You're right. Johnson against Barbosa. King with the steal. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Paxson, second shot opportunity. King's shot is off.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
Here's the screen. Williams kicks to Edwards. Gets the bucket.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that about wraps it up. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. See you next time.